Well, my name is Kiran Dhaliwal, and I've lived in Calgary for about 20 years now. And for the past 14 years, I've been working in the IT industry. And last year, I opened up my very first pizza shop. I've primarily grown up in the Northwest. We lived in Hawkwood for several years, and after I got married, we moved into Panorama Hills. 2002, because that was the year we had a girls' trip out to Europe, and we visited 7 countries in 9 days. Went to one of my best friend's wedding receptions, and we made friends that I'm probably going to have for the rest of my life. I've always known that I've wanted to do something different outside my career. I never imagined that I would one day be the owner of a pizza shop, but I've always wanted to be a builder and build houses, but I never dreamed of opening up a pizza shop. That was something completely new. I'd like to have a pizza master in every quadrant of Calgary, as well as one in the downtown core. Wow. Pretty much that sums it up. It was wow to my life, wow to my accomplishments, and just wow as an individual. So it's a very powerful comment. I do have a physical disability, and usually that relates to not being able to do everything that you want due to financial limitations, physical limitations, etc. But I've always wanted to break the barriers and prove people wrong. I've always wanted to be a brown version of Oprah. It sounds silly, but I admire both women a lot, and I don't think I could ever have my own talk show, but just what Oprah's done and how many people that she's impacted in her life, I think that's just remarkable, and I just love Ellen. I'd have to say, ever since I opened up the pizza shop, I've relied on a lot of teamwork from a lot of different people. My parents and my in-laws have been so supportive. My father-in-law and my dad, they came up with the recipe for both the dough as well as the sauce, and those are our two key ingredients for our Pizza Master recipe. So without them, I wouldn't even be here today. And they've provided ongoing support throughout the operations of our shop. My friend, who actually got me into the shop in the first place, she's been great, because there's been many times where I've sort of said, you know what, I don't think I can do this, but she's provided me with a lot of moral support. She's been great at coming up with recipes for the toppings, because I am no way anywhere close to a connoisseur myself. I'm just good at running a shop as efficiently as possible. So, but yeah, they've been great. And my husband's been a great support as well. He's very busy, but he takes the time out to do research for me and come up with new ideas. So I think everybody together have been great, and my employees, I can't speak highly enough of them. They're just wonderful. I trust them a lot, and they're the reason why I can be away from the shop so much and it still runs great. A lot of different music. I listen to East Indian music quite a bit. I love new country. I listen to what's popular on the radio, and more recently I've been listening to a little bit of reggae and Hindi music, so just listen to the song by Akon, Chamak Cholo. I think I'd like to impact two areas of the Calgary community, both the disabled people as well as non-disabled people. For disabled people, I'd like to sort of say that, you know what, like, there's nothing holding you back. Your brain is the most powerful muscle in your body, and if that's working, you can do anything that you want to do. And for people on the other end of the spectrum who are able-bodied and perhaps make excuses, give me an excuse. I think the biggest area that I need to improve on is acknowledging my accomplishments, because sometimes I'm really hard on myself and I think I could have done better. But you know what, I have come a long way, and I've made mistakes along the way, but I'm at a good place, and I just need to acknowledge that sometimes. Yeah, how am I going to expand? How am I going to do this? And, have my family life, and, open up my shops and grow in my career, do it all. My husband, this guy, so he's a neurology resident at UC, but he knows everything about everything, like the news, the stock market, entertainment, like everything. So really, I rely on him to give me a 5-minute update of what's happened in the world, because I just don't have the time to do it, and he just knows it all. So I'd have to say he's one of the smartest people I know. You know what, there's not one thing that I can think of that I would ever change, because every experience that I've had, good or bad, has led me to where I am today. So even if something, in my life happened and I wish I could have changed it, if that event did not occur, I wouldn't be here where I am today. I'm thankful for my family, my husband, my dog, my house, my career, just life in general. My health is good. The world is a good place. Yes, I'd like to thank my husband. He's been great and very supportive along the way. Both my parents and my in-laws. Without them, we wouldn't have the recipe that we have today, and there would be no Pizza Master. Plus, they've supported me operationally for quite a long time, so I can never thank them enough for that. My friend Manj, the one who got me into this mess in the first place. My staff, who've been so good and been able to work independently even though I'm not there. And my very loyal customers, my customer base that's growing day by day, but they're just wonderful. I can't thank them enough for their support.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Kiran, and we very appreciate your time today.
Thank you.